Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Awesome Turkey Gaming and welcome to Kingdom Come Deliverance. As some of you may recall, I have actually played this game before. More specifically, I played the technical alpha, I think, in 2015. When I last played the game sometime in 2016, I think this was probably about 2 years ago now, I absolutely loved it. Kingdom Come Deliverance was absolutely cool. Even though it was just a tech demo that I was able to play, it was so interesting. There was still loads to do, even though it was just like a demonstration of the technology. And as a bit of backstory, I did actually discover the game, I think, in March of 2014. So the release kind of celebrates the 4th year anniversary of me knowing about the game, and of course being excited for it. And 4 years is quite a long time. However, the developers spent, I think, since December 2012 working on this game. So that's an incredibly long time. I mean, that's 6 years in development. It's absolutely crazy. Now it seems that the game has released. I know I'm a little bit late with this video. The release was, at the time of recording, I think a week ago? I don't know, it was on the 13th. Was that a week ago? Oh shit, sort of, yeah. Anyway, I would like to bring you a video on Kingdom Come Deliverance, hopefully an informative one. At the moment, I'm enjoying it hella. Like, it's really, really good. Honestly, it might be one of my favourite games of this year. Certainly this year, but it might even be one of my favourite games of all time so far. It's really good. If you haven't already, see if you can go and get it at any point. It's honestly crazy. And the amount of love that's been put into this game, it's unrivaled. Anyway, what I'm going to be bringing to you in this video is the pre-order DLC. The DLC is called Treasures of the Past, and it essentially gives the player the opportunity to find some really cool gear. It's not necessarily like pay-to-win gear, because, I mean, really it wasn't pay-to-win, it's just a cheeky little pre-order bonus, and it doesn't really give you any sort of advantage within the game. If you didn't pre-order the game, I think they're probably going to release this DLC separately at probably like a low price or something, just so the players can get all the stuff that you get with the DLC. And I'm not going to lie, getting the things actually caused me a little bit of trouble. So I'd just like to make this video informing you guys how you can get the ancient treasures from the past gear, which does also include some groschen. By some, I mean like quite a lot, as well as some cool swords and armor and whatnot. So let's begin. To start off, you want to open your trunk, or basically any chest. Namely, the first chest that you'll get is with Teresa and that old cheeky fuck Peshik. As far as I can remember, I think that is the first bed that you own in the game, like yourself. I think that is where you will see the ancient maps. There are 4 ancient maps? No, 5 ancient maps. So the ancient treasure map 1 will signify a route that goes southeast from Neuhof, and I think northeast from Rattay. The map on here isn't very clear, and it's not 100% accurate, because the actual location is sort of like further northeast from Rattay. Here it is more specifically on the map. Just travel around the forest there and you should find a grave. It's a fairly obvious grave, there's a cart that's pushed over next to it. Of course, assuming you have a shovel, you can dig the grave, and in there you should find some pretty valuable armor, as well as, I think, around 200 groschen, and a few weapons, which is always good. Now, the second ancient map signifies that it is west of Rattay, this time southwest. The difference with this one is it's just a lot deeper in the forest, which can, of course, be kind of off-putting. If you go to this location of the map, you should find a sort of abandoned mine shaft thing, in which there is like a little urn kind of thing. It may not be so obvious, but it kind of looks like a little basket that's moulded in with some sort of concrete or cement or something like that. In there you should find a bascinet, an open bascinet, and of course odd dye, as well as some sort of light armor such as shoes and potions possibly. The third map is just northeast from Ujits, and it lies kind of underneath a tree. There you'll see a grave. Obviously if you have a spade again, then just dig it up. Then in there you should find some more groschen, as well as recipes, dice, as well as coifs and other types of armor. The fourth piece of treasure is roundabout southeast from Sasau, again rather deep in the woods, but this time it's on a pretty discreet sort of wall looking thing. More specifically, here it is. Within the walls you should be able to find a treasure chest. For this treasure chest you probably will need some lockpicks. If you don't have any, then tough luck, dude. But the lockpick is classified as easy, so it shouldn't be too hard to get into, providing you have lockpicks. The final 5th map is next to a destroyed cabin in the forest that is north of Skalitz. If you played the mission in which you need to find a priest that's in these woods, then you may have already come across this. There should be a little treasure chest that is next to this destroyed house. Again, it also requires a lockpick, but in there you should be able to find some pretty valuable stuff. So there you go, guys. I hope that helped you out a lot. I wish I'd kind of knew this when I did this, because they are kind of hard to come by and pretty hard to figure out if you've only got the maps. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.